Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 72nd edition of the Sons of Kojima podcast. Today, I'm joined by a great cast of people. Jesus Christ, I already fucked up. I'm joined by a great cast of people, and starting first, I'm joined by the superior artist.
What's up, Iceman?
I'm also joined by Evil AJ 2010,
Hello.
the Mr. Ghost Dragon.
What up, everybody?
We got Mr. Bentley himself, Kamasubu.
I love being a turtle.
We got the man in power armor, Nomad.
What's up?
We got the weebs, one of the weebs of Kojima, Pretty Fast Fuck.
First of all, I'm not a weeb, and second of all, I am hyped for that new Ratchet and Clank game. What's up, everybody?
And of course, we have our guest, the Thunder from Down Under, Miss Shatterfrowlin.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me? What's up, everybody?
And of course, our resident host, Mr. Fred Fox.
What's up, motherfuckers? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the, the 72nd edition of the Sons of Kojima podcast. Thank you for the glorious introductions, Muggle. That was fantastic. A little bit of slander, all that other stuff that we come to expect. It's fantastic.
Great.
A little bit of a mistake at the beginning. We're gonna have to edit that out. I don't know if I'm gonna edit it out or call more attention to it. We're gonna have to figure that out.
I stumbled halfway through. I'm like, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought mid-sentence. I didn't want that to happen, but tends to happen.
Was pretty
We'll
good.
sort it out in post.
Was pretty good.
Like nothing ever happened.
So, all right. So, hello, everybody. Welcome again, 72nd edition. Man, we're just racking up these numbers. It's crazy. So, before we start the show, we usually like to address something current, something that we need to talk about. Somebody asked where's 71. 71 was Medicare, but we'll get to that in a second. I get what you're getting at. So, the first thing that we wanted to open up the podcast with in the first place was our good buddy Chaff X Grenade on YouTube. Just yesterday, he was given multiple community strikes, not copyright strikes, but community strikes.
Yes.
And it kind of took his channel out. We all tried to, support him in this time because, let's be honest here. The most that we can do is support the person, right? We wanna let Chaff know that we're here for him. That if he needs to rebuild, that we'll help spread this issue to people so that they know that this happened. And I think that that's the best that we can do. I've seen somebody in the Google Doc ask, what's the purpose of hashtag free chaff? Well, we can't exactly tweet at YouTube and make them overturn this, right? YouTube's already going through the where's the fair use stuff. It's not like we're going to start a hashtag movement specifically to get them to reconsider chaff stuff. He's got to go through the process, right? And it says we need to get our mics balanced. Did we?
Oh, I fixed that already.
Okay.
I think, hopefully.
Please let us know. Please let us know in the chat if we need to balance in any sort of way. But anyways, so the best that we can do, like I said, is support the guy. And that's why we started up hashtag free chaff. And just really spread awareness about it, because, we wanted to make sure that people can understand the issue, and so that if we need to, Shad, you got some craziness.
Sorry.
So I'll kill her later. I gave her a free pass last time she was on. This time she's eligible to die like everybody else.
Fred is an equal opportunity destroyer of bad audio.
Everybody gets one.
Freddy boy, the thirst McGurks will stop you. I'm warning you.
That is true.
I said one.
So anyway,
one.
so that's the deal with Chaff, right? So he had community strikes on him, and we're supporting the person. So if you want to send some words of encouragement over to Chaff, hashtag free Chaff if you're feeling saucy like we were, and hopefully he can get that resolved. If not, he said he has all of his This Is How You Don't plays backed up. so he can go ahead and re-upload those if he needs to, and we'll be around to spread the word. So, moving on. We weren't expecting to cover this. This happened to us a little bit earlier today. We had to find out the hard way that we had been given a copyright strike. Now, you may be wondering, what could we possibly... We run a podcast. How could we be... Shad, I will kill you.
Okay, I'm muting it. I'm muting it.
How could we have gotten a copyright strike if we're just kind of doing a podcast? Well, it turns out that last week we had a small segment of the podcast where we watched a Poorly Cooking with the King. Unfortunately, this Poorly Cooking with the King ended up being from Puck015, the princess himself, if you've seen the pictures on Twitter. So, this gentleman, if you guys remember, used to frequent the podcast, used to be in the chat, but he used to have a lot of vitriol because he's not allowed to post links in the chat. Now, again, we have a bot called MeowBot that is automatically configured to block links. When we realized that the bot was doing this and that that's why people were getting timed out, we didn't change it. And the reason why is because it ended up being a good idea. It didn't occur to us that we should block links ourselves. But when the bot started blocking links, we said, actually, that might be good for everybody because we won't have bots come in here, like different spam things, and link you to stuff that could possibly get your information or send you to some bullshit. Things like that. There were practical reasons not to be able to post links. And it's really not a big deal. Now, that isn't the censoring of free speech. People can come into the chat and they can say whatever they want. They can express whatever ideas they want. But to post links, that's not an expression of an idea, right? That's not you expressing your thoughts. That's you just showing somebody something. So, whatever. We don't care about the post links thing. Doesn't matter to us. If you want to post links, there's Twitter, there's everything else. This specific chat can't post links. I mean, we all agreed on it as a group. It's not really a big deal. But Puck is very upset that he can't post links. So Puck on Twitter later on said that he's going to be privating those videos to send a clear message to us that he doesn't want us to use his videos. Fair enough. I mean, we didn't know that that was his video, and we wouldn't have used it had it been for him. But anyways, we ended up with a copyright strike, and the copyright strike was because of the Poorly Cooking with the King episode that he re-uploaded. So, here's the issue with that. We're going to be filing a copyright counterclaim very soon. We wanted to look into everything, weigh our options, talk with some people first, just to make sure we're making the right decision, because we don't make rash decisions like other people. But here's the issue. And Puck, if you're listening, I hope that you understand this moving forward. The video that you claimed has 3 parts to it. It has a KWO intro that you did not make. It has the entirety of the Poorly Cooking with the King, which you did not make, and it has various clips sprinkled in from Hell's Kitchen, which you did not make. You have 0 legal right over any of the footage that you used. You actually don't even have legal right to have that video as it is. So, there's no way that your claim is valid. That's not your content. If somebody goes, so for example, I don't know, Be Awesome One, right? File something for fan art that he made. He made that. See what I mean? A little different. You, on the other hand, you just took some clips, put them together, and then you're claiming copyright. You're claiming copyright over Phil's content. I've never seen this. I've personally never seen. Have you guys ever seen someone claim copyright on behalf of Phil based on something that they did as a parody video?
Nope. Never.
Nope.
Not at all.
Sounds fucking stupid.
Yep.
Very.
Incredibly.
Not to mention, as AJ pointed out on Twitter, Mr. Puck has been doing Let's Endures himself. He's done various Let's Endures, where he's done the same thing, yet wants to claim copyright on us. So this is an unprecedented move to us with Puck here. And, we don't want to say that Puck is under the influence of anybody, although we might know that he is. But from what we saw, he thought that privating the videos was good enough for him. But it seems as though now he's taken it a step further. So, anyways, no reason to be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen. If you are, we're going to get this sorted out pretty quickly. This is pretty open and shut. And if Puck wants to take us to court to pay a lawyer to say that Puck has legal right over footage from Hell's Kitchen and from Phil, then I'd like to see it. So I hope, Puck, that you do waste some money to hire a lawyer based on this. I really do. I'm interested to see how this plays out, and I feel sorry for you that you would do that. That you would make yourself look that stupid. And I sincerely mean that. What you did was incredibly dumb. There really isn't any basis for it other than spite. And, yeah.
Can I chime in on something?
Of course.
So, in regards to the whole situation at hand, the copyright, the one thing I don't understand is why that someone would carry on a grudge and then take their time to place a copyright over, like a 5-minute segment out of almost a 3-hour podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Literally the smallest thing out of all that. And he gets and he takes on an entire video that people seem to enjoy, despite some of the backlash we may have had before. And it just seems kind of off-putting. And it makes no sense to me why, of all things, that this person would get that upset over using their footage that they've never actually owned, especially let alone using footage from Hell's Kitchen, which is a copyrighted show. And from Phil, of all things, too.
Yep. So that's about it. Puck, tell your little group of shithead friends we said hi. And I hope that you guys gain a better understanding of the way that this works. You can't exactly claim something that you don't own. You can counterclaim if somebody tries to come after you, like we've done with This How You Don't Plays, but you can't attack somebody with content that you don't own. Okay? So, I know Puck had trouble spelling the word term. He spelled it TURMS for terms and stuff like that. So I know that maybe understanding things isn't his strong suit, but I just wanted to sort of lay this out calmly and slowly for him, just so that maybe he would gain a better understanding about how things work like this. I'm just hoping, Puck, that if you do end up going to court, please don't wear the princess outfit, because that might not actually be the best thing for you. So,
But I thought we were on good terms.
I can wear the...
With
you know
the
what?
you.
Actually, this might work out. I'll wear a warlock outfit. He can wear the princess outfit. We'll have a fucking mystical battle of the legal terms. How about that?
Go for
You're
it.
going to scream out fireball and lightning bolt and shit?
So...
Just go LARPing.
Oh, and by the way, happy birthday, Puck. 23 years old, and what a great day! What a great day for Puck to celebrate a copyright strike that's going to be gone within the week. So happy birthday, Puck! Hope that your dreams come true and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, like I said, we're just having fun with it. We just wanted to address that because people were wondering. I just saw in the chat before we started and while we were going, where's episode 71? That'll be back, so you can enjoy all your Medicare antics, and we'll get that taken care of.
We'll be back.
It'll be very painless. Really, all it did is just sort of highlight to people how unintelligent he is, and we wish him the best. We have chat Chaff in the chat. So shout out to Chaff. We you might have missed it, but we're just letting people know about what happened with you and to support you and stuff like that. And yeah, we feel your pain. It's funny how that works out, huh? So all
I
right,
didn't
so
even watch the last episode. Fuck you, Puck.
yeah. Oh, he didn't even get to
It's a
watch
decent
it.
hashtag.
See what you
Yeah,
did
you get
to
to watch it.
see what you did to Torres.
How dare you?
I wanted to look over it myself and see how it turned out. And
Yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah. Savage.
Torres,
Unbelievable.
you gotta drive it home with a sad Torres
how do you
in
think-
the chat.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. How do you think Mr. Medicare feels about it? What if he wanted to watch that?
Mm-hmm.
How
I'm just
dare
saying.
you?
Yeah. Come on. That's not fair, man.
Mr. Medica has noticed. Like he's.
Yeah, we're aware
Yeah.
of that. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
with common sense, with
Yeah.
people that want to actually watch the video, they can't now because someone decided to claim copyright on something they don't actually.
Now, how am I gonna get my evidence on the bombs of Kojima, you bitch ass nigga?
Whoa,
keep it
now,
PG.
whoa,
Keep
whoa.
it PG.
No.
Keep it
Whoa,
PG.
now, Fazzy.
PG era. PG era.
Fazzy, that's completely fine that you say that, but oh goodness, did you hear that Phil said that word? Oh, rabble, but it's okay if Fazzy says it, ladies and gentlemen, right? If
Yeah.
Phil says it, but if Fazzy says it, it's okay, right, guys? That's how things work
That's-
here.
Double standards, right?
Double standards.
That's what we're all about.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get going here. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got all that out of the way, but one of the big things that I wanted to address, and Mr. Ludacris is actually here right now, so I guess we'll address this too, and then we'll get rolling on the other stuff. This
Mr.
latest,
Ludacris is here?
Mr.
Guys, please say
Ludacris,
hi. Hi.
he is here, and hopefully he does notice Miss Shot in here, but we had another episode of Sammy Samosa, which, if you guys don't know, Sammy Samosa, super serial time for you guys. I mean, completely believe everything I'm telling you here. Sammy Samosa, of course, a blatant creation by us.
My favorite reality show.
We sat back 6 years, and harvested this personality. We gave $280 to Phil, and then we, before the group was even made, we knew that this would come into terms. We didn't even know each other yet 5 years ago, but we knew that all of this was going to come together. So we really wanted to put this together, and I think that this will be,
I was teaching him how to do this voice a long time ago.
yeah.
This is what's known as a long con.
This was a good one. But anyway, Sammy makes another appearance, this time on camera. Calls out Tevin to a debate, Tevin of which declined, and he then set his sights upon Mr. Ludacris. Now, this is fantastic that Mr. Ludacris would accept, because, I mean, let's think about this, right? Doing a debate with Sammy isn't more about the points or anything like that. It's about entertaining the people that watch. It's a selfless act. It's more about, oh, well, that it's going to be stupid, it's going to be dumb, but let's just humor the people and wind Sammy up and let him go and talk for you guys. And every time that you talk with Sammy, you end up with a bunch of inside jokes and all that kind of stuff. So it's more a selfless act, right? It's more to do a favor to those that watch you to debate Sammy Samosa. So Mr. Ludacris was nice enough to do that, and he.
And then at that very moment, Freddy Boy's about to unleash his rage on Shot.
I am hitting the mute button.
I was about to say, do you even if Miss Ludacris and Sammy had the debate, are they gonna finish it? Because remember when he had the debate with you, Fred, he just left after like what, an hour in?
I stretched 2 hours out of him.
Yeah. Then after that, we all fucking slandered him after the podcast is over or whatever. What, during the podcast?
You got some craziness with the mic there, Torres.
Sorry about that.
Don't do it again. This is going to be the worst audio quality episode ever. We're gonna have to edit the shit out of this. Kill you, Torres. Anyways.
Maybe I should use my glorious PS4 mic, but I don't want to get it.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
All right. So, anyways, so Mr. Ludacris is willing to do a solid to all of the people in the community and have another go with Sammy Samosa. Now, here's the thing. I am interested to see this. I think you all are. Mr. Ludacris is a very intelligent person, a very witty and funny person, and he's going to run circles around this guy, as would anyone. But Mr. Ludacris in particular is going to bring a hellacious beating on the guy. I'm so excited to see that. Now, today I saw the stipulation thrown out there that Mr. Ludacris would do that here on this show, and I just want to say I said this on Twitter, but I'm Torres.
Holy
Torres.
Oh, goddamn it, I'm sorry.
Torres. Don't
Torres. I'm out.
Okay, so he knows there's loud music or whatever the fight. He yells too on top of it. I will fucking kill you.
What does myself
Stop talking. All right.
This is why mobile phones should be banned.
I'm gonna kill so many people today. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought now. So it was proposed that we would have this Sammy versus Mr. Ludacris thing here on this channel or on this live stream. And like I said on Twitter, if that is what you guys would like, that is completely fine. What we can do, like we did for the podcast with Sammy originally, we just had the person who was hosting the call come into the call. Now, Google Hangouts, you wouldn't have to have a host. All you'd have to do is just have one person who will stream, whether that be me or Moogle, and we can stream that to this channel. So we'll be completely muted. We will, not interfere in any sort of way. If that is the case, and, if you want to have it on this channel, that's completely fine. If you don't want to have it on this channel, then that's cool too. Like if Sammy refuses or whatever, I don't know, that's fine. It doesn't have to be here. We particularly don't, doesn't matter too much to us if it has to happen like that or not. But if you guys do want to do that way, that's completely cool with us. But either way, I am fucking excited. You guys excited to see Sammy Samosa versus Mr. Ludacris?
Yeah, when is it?
We don't know yet. They're still hammering out the
I
details.
think that this next
hope to-
debate is gonna be very lewd, if you know what I mean.
I hope to
Freddy.
God it's not at the end of the month because I have tests and stuff that I have to do.
I am over the moon this is happening, but I'm terrified to unmute myself for too long because Fred is going to come and find me, kill me as well. But it's the greatest. As soon as I saw that tweet go out, I just, cloud nine, I cannot wait.
Sorry about that. I haven't been here for a while, so I'm kind of rusty for some reason.
I'm gonna knock the rust off of you in just a second.
You ain't gonna do shit. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, I am gonna do shit, Torres. I'm gonna do all sorts of things.
You ain't gonna do
Torres,
Nathan.
you're gonna end up at 123 Nowhere Street if you keep it up.
He's gonna,
Two deported.
he's gonna end up 1, 2, 3 feet in the ground.
I cannot believe you just said that.
So, anyways, that's.
Fred, do you only bury your bodies 3 feet down? That's where you're going wrong. You need to go a little deeper than that.
6 feet under.
At least.
It's a good show.
Just some tips from your everyday Australian.
He would, but he can't find someone to dig the grave for him.
Oh.
If Fazzy digs the hole too deep, he won't be able to get back out.
I'm just gonna throw the body in. That's all. I mean, he doesn't have to get into the hole. You can dig your way out.
This isn't Minecraft.
You could do what they do in Breaking Bad and just put the bodies in acid. Nobody will ever find the body.
There
That
you
way.
go.
That's how we do it. I mean, that's how. Oh,
I knew it.
oops.
Fucking Australians.
Just send him to the furry rebirth guy. He can get rid of him for you.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I will commit seppuku before
All right,
that.
that's it. You know what? Ghost Dragon, yep, you're out. Nope. I'm done with you. Nope.
And then they can send him to the shit kitchen guy.
Oh, not
Oh,
Shit
God
Kitchen.
damn it.
Yeah, shit kitchen guy will just cook them.
I don't like Shit Kitchen.
You fucking people.
Exactly.
So those are the three pieces of news, I guess, floating around. The chaff thing, the R channel thing, and the Mr. Ludacris Sammy Samosa thing. I do have to say though, seeing Sammy Samosa on camera, like
It's nightmare fuel.
that was scary, man. Like I'm watching the video, right? And he's, yo, Mr. T and all that shit. And then he turns the camera to himself. And I was really taken aback by that. Now, I thought to myself, I was like, he looks a little bit different. Like, it's just because the camera, I guess, is closer to his face. But he did look a little different seeing him at that angle. But, man, he loves the sunglasses inside.
And he's wearing the Whole Foods hat, too.
And
I
the
noticed.
I
Whole
guess.
Yeah.
I dare say he wears his sunglasses at night.
Oh, no.
He'd better
sorry.
he'd better be wearing that freaking Whole Foods hat backwards then if he wants to be a true G.
So,
What's a true G?
No comment.
Is that how Sammy spells juice?
Stop. I don't
Yeah, he
hear it.
spells juice with a G.
I wouldn't put it back.
Listen.
I expected
It's
him
time to
that-
stop.
Well, that's like spelling
Proper
term with a
phrasing.
U, but you know. That's...
Well, you know, this is the
Yeah.
intelligence level. When he turned that around, I expected either like Norman Bates dressed as his mother, or I expected somebody a lot younger, because he comes off as quite immature is probably the word for it. He looked like he was about 45.
oh,
I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but on the side of his face, I don't know if that's actually fucking facial hair. It almost looks like he put fucking electrical tape on his face.
it
There's
looks
a lot
like
of debate
really.
about what that is.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
to me it looks like really coarse fucking hair. I don't know.
I thought it was shoe polish or something.
Oh,
He's painting
all
a
I-
beard
all-
on like Hollywood Hogan.
All I know though is if you say Beetlejuice 3 times, that Sammy Samosa shows up.
I think if you just say Sammy Samosa 3 times into a mirror,
So,
you get a whole bunch of juice.
If
So
it was
that-
a troll, he's a really good troll at that.
mhm.
Mm.
So that's that. Like I said, I enjoyed the video. I always enjoy the Sammy Samosa antics. I enjoyed the little conspiracy theories that go with it too, just because they're funny to me. But yeah, I always enjoy the Sammy Samosa stuff, and I look forward to this. I hope that him and Mr. Ludacris can work out the details. Like I said, we're willing to help out if need be, but hopefully they can get things worked out, and we can see another
Please,
fan.
please God, let this happen.
We can see another fantastic thing with a whole bunch of inside jokes. So I'm sure he has a bunch of different kind of sayings and words of wisdom for us. So, but yeah, that's gonna be good. What do you guys? Any other thoughts on that before we move into the Phil stuff? I know we've been rambling for a half hour.
I do like listening to Mr. Ludacris, so I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, and he has very insightful commentary. So
Mr. Ludacris is obviously very intelligent. He's very switched on. He would be perfect. Him and Sammy Samosa, I think that's my year made. This is a happy time.
yeah, I can't wait to see this whole thing. I just hope to God it's not at the end of the month because I'm gonna end up missing it.
That's when your period is, right?
No, test.
Damn it, you beat me to it, Frank, because I keep
Go to
moving
safety
myself.
test, you fucking asshole.
So, all right, let's pop open the Google Doc, Let's open up our doc and let's see what kind of Phil antics we've got to talk about. So, first and foremost, let's do some viewer submitteds because we always appreciate those. All right. Well, I guess we'll derail the whole. Well, we'll do this one later. I do acknowledge that this is the first question, but we want to get into like some newer stuff, like some current stuff first. But I promise you, we will circle back to that. It even has parentheses. We need to get to it. Let's see. Oh, okay, perfect. This is submitted by Gmod Caboose 56. I don't get Phil a lot of times. Why is he willing to spend hundreds of dollars to buy some cards on Hearthstone, but he's not willing to spend hundreds on that camera he wanted for Project 7? Also, do you think he will say that No Man's Sky is also just a viral fad and something similar that he did with Undertale? Again, submitted by Gmod Caboose. Panel?
I have on this. Look, basically, those sorts of games where you have to keep purchasing to try card packs to, on your phone to access different things. Honestly, it's recognized as a form of gambling. Phil comes off as the sort of person with enough personality issues that getting hooked on that without realizing is quite realistic, I think.
Well, he admitted he got, I can't remember if it was in a tweet or if he said it on a pre-stream. He did admit that he got kind of like addicted to Supercard.
Yeah.
So
it's the same as gambling. You pour money in with very little return. Yeah.
It's like me with scratch tickets.
Here's the thing with this, him buying the Hearthstone cards. According to him, he got a bunch of iTunes gift cards from family members when he was playing Supercard, and he had a balance left over. If he used nothing but the balance that he had left over to buy the cards, I don't think it's so much of an issue. Now, if he's pouring money out of the bank into his iTunes account to buy the Hearthstone cards, then that's where it's kind of fucked up, since he's like pissing and moaning about money all the time. But, I mean,
It does seem convenient that he had, I'm not wasting your Patreon money. Somebody had given me this thousands of dollars in iTunes gift cards. When he barely knows anyone that would give him a present in real life. He's got his parents. I think that's it.
I mean, let's be realistic, though. I'm just, I guess we should all be glad that Phil didn't move to freaking Las Vegas, or he'd probably be broke already.
Not like it would make a difference anyway. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, there's no way to prove whether he's using just the iTunes cards or whether he's using his own money. But I mean, if we're to take the information that we have, if he is just using the iTunes cards, meh. But if he was using his own money, then yeah, that is pretty fucked up that he'll spend money for virtual cards for a game that he's probably not going to play again, as opposed to buying what he was supposed to buy to fulfill his Patreon goals and all that stuff.
Exactly. And yeah, it's not for us to say. I'm not sitting there in his room with him, so he may have a cachet of iTunes cards for credit, but it also could be a very convenient way to say to my critics who say I'm spending money unwisely, I'm not using your money, I'm using stuff that was gifted to me. But we don't know. So.
Yeah. And the Hearthstone thing in general, to me, just seems like he's really just clawing at anything that he thinks is going to get him views. But like, he missed the Hearthstone popularity by 2 years? I mean, I don't know.
That said, it could also be fueling, if he was so hooked on WWE's Supercard, he's probably getting the same feeling. It's the same as a lot of these games where you have to do in-game purchases. It is a recognized, I was talking with one of the doctors here, it's a recognized form of gambling for people because you hope you'll get good stuff out of a card pack that you've got no idea. It's, and it's just as addictive and it's just as financially disabling.
And then you got to factor in. And then you got to factor in that he's probably not smart enough to really plan out how the cards work together. So even if he does get something really good, he probably has no idea what the fuck to do with it. So
right, and just keeps buying and buying and hoping. And so I should explain. I'll go in and out. My audio's shit. I'm not at home at the moment, so I'm using an iPad. I'm sorry if it's terrible.
It's all good, Shad. Shit happens.
Yeah, it happens. Not your
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah, but I don't want to drag everybody down with me. Okay, I'll mute for a while.
Just to add something, Bado Sames, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Yes, Hearthstone is one of the most watched games on Twitch, though, but Phil's not on Twitch.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I don't understand the whole Hearthstone thing suddenly. I don't know. I think he's just trying to cash in on the popularity of it, but I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
He says he hates fads. Meanwhile, he plays a popular game.
Yeah, but like he always goes on about how he hates fads, and then he plays the games that he's like shit talking about being a fad, like a year or two after the fact. Like,
I mean,
I don't know
should
if
you-
he thinks it good.
should you expect much from someone that's a complete fucking hypocrite?
No, but I mean, it's almost like with that time period, like in his head, he justifies it as, well, the fad has died, so now I can play the game.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to teach Phil how to hedge his bets when talking about a game. Maybe don't go so nuclear on one when you're going to flip-flop and end up having to play it or wanting to play it. Maybe just throttle back on shit-talking it for a while. Just go, well, right now it's not for me. Leave it at that. So in the future, people aren't going to go, but you just called it the worst thing on the earth, like 6 months ago.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you shouldn't expect much from Phil. If he says something like, "Oh, it's a fad," and I don't like this, he's gonna play it anyway. I mean, look what he did with fucking the whole team-based shooter bullshit. Like he's gonna go back on that after him shit talking the division. He's gonna go back on that. I rest assure you, if he ends up playing Overwatch, it's gonna be the same thing. He just likes to shit talk and be condescending as as condescending as possible, and contradict himself completely.
Hey, Moogle.
What's up?
Considering that he's playing Hearthstone and everything, I can't wait till he plays Dota 2.
Don't do this to me, man. I haven't played the game for 2 months. I don't want to have to fucking play it again. That game is so hard to play after playing it for so long. But yeah,
You never
I
played
don't know.
Dota, but you did play StarCraft.
Yeah, but he was fucking terrible at that. Have you seen some of the things people said in the comments?
No.
Oh god.
Probably not nice things, but yeah.
Yeah, I think someone did it. This is how you don't play of StarCraft, if I'm correct. So
You
that kind
know,
of speaks for itself.
it is kind of weird. I tuned into about maybe a half hour of Phil playing Hearthstone, and it's so weird to see him, interacting with these different terms and stuff, and just like, it's just so weird. It's so weird to hear him. Oh, I gotta do this, and that, and all these inside terms, and like he, knows about the game. It's so weird. It's I don't know how to describe it. With that being said, though, it's not interesting. I couldn't, I don't play Hearthstone, so, maybe I don't have the same interest that other people would. But I don't know, man. It just isn't exciting to me. I couldn't watch it for more than a half hour.
Well, if I can admit something about myself, okay, back when Mortal Kombat X first came out, and they released a mobile version of it. Basically, I installed it because it was free and just because I wanted this silly Ninja Mime costume for Johnny Cage. That said, then when Kiddo was in hospital, I found myself playing it a lot because it passes the time. And that's what there's actual research, there's research cases, there's research studies done on these sorts of games, especially the very repetitive ones. That they are basically as addictive as a drug. It's quite spooky the way, and this is the thing, people who make these types of games, they know that, and they know where, to kind of trigger the dopamine parts of your, receptors in your brain when something goes right. Yeah, it's kind of almost a bit evil when when you break it down and you see that companies can use this research to go, right, we know how to addict people, we know how to make it. Because I found myself playing that stupid goddamn game way too much. And I'm like, I don't care about this, but why can I not stop tapping away at it? Yeah. Yeah, my 2 cents.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long this whole Hearthstone thing is gonna go on for. I mean, Supercard is pretty much dead for him, unless he started playing that again, which I wouldn't be surprised. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't think there's any more I could say of this. That, and he's also relying on the stream chat to build his deck rather than figuring out for himself. That's another thing I noticed.
The views are not doing too hot for Hearthstone. It's getting around the 500 views ratio, between 400 and 600.
Well, just think about it in general, though.
Mm.
I mean,
it's the sort of game that the fun is, I guess, playing it rather than watching it.
The people that are interested in watching Hearthstone are going to watch the people that are already established in the game. You're not going to go to Darkside Phil to watch him play Hearthstone because, I mean, his reputation precedes him to begin with that he's an idiot. And the game is at a point in its life where the people that are involved in the community, they're not gonna deviate from the established Twitch streamers, and they're definitely not going to deviate to go watch him. So I mean, if he thinks it's going to gain him any popularity, he's sorely mistaken. If he was just doing it for something to mix it up a little bit, that makes sense. But I really believe that he was just doing it to see if he could garner some views and some likes and some popularity out of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, he skipped Uncharted, or not? Well, he skipped the stress test, but he skipped the Division, and sort of replacing that with Hearthstone. But I was surprised by how many people checked out his stream. I was really surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm really surprised about how many people attended that and also helped them out. I mean, that's no surprise coming from, the community he has in his stream chat. The fact that people want to hold his hand through Hearthstone of all things is kind of sad.
I think some people just wanted to see him get his shit kicked in, too.
Yeah. Like, I understand, actually helping out, but giving out, pretty much giving him broken decks and stuff, pretty much, for him to win in that, just seems kind of silly to me. I really think he should have figured it out himself rather than having to rely on the chat. Because there's a lot of people I know that learn from experience in a different way when it comes to playing that game. But especially with guides and stuff, but to have people literally tell you what you're supposed to run in your deck and that just seems unfair. Especially with people that are just learning the game and that.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe because I played a lot of Magic the Gathering when I was younger, Hearthstone doesn't seem that complicated to me to figure out the way you should build your deck, what cards to build your deck around and stuff like that. It seems, and I'm probably going to get some shit for this, it just seems to me like a dumbed down version of Magic.
In a way, yeah, if you put it that way. It's just, like I said, there people in the stream chat are just telling them, build this in your Druid deck, and I don't know. It just makes it not fun to watch, especially when people are just telling them, here, this is what you can do to win and stuff. It'd just be better that, it'd just be much better for him to learn the game itself, and kind of look up some references and stuff on how to play the game better rather than having people literally telling them what exactly to do. It just does not make that a fun stream at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's that's just how I feel about it. I'm a little iffy on the whole thing. I haven't really followed too much on that, but I've seen the shit that, like, I've seen stuff from Dragon Killer and Eddie. Phil was bringing up the stream chat, basically telling him how to build his decks and that. I'm sounding like a broken record now.
God forbid he pulls something up on the internet to give him an idea of what kind of deck to construct. You know, I mean, there's plenty of sites out there that can give you a guideline as to what to shoot for and like themes to go for and things like that. But no, can't do any pre-stream research.
Yeah. That's kind of thing though, like, because someone brought up a good thing. Like when you're, say, God, I really don't have to bring it up because everyone's gonna be so fucking confused. But basically, in a MOBA, there's things that you can learn, like, I don't know, something called jungle, and there's guides basically tell you like what you can do. Thank you, Fasoya, for bringing that up. There's references and stuff that basically tell you like the paths you can take to doing, like, playing a certain character better in that. But having it so that it pretty much tells you exactly what you're supposed to do is just not fun, especially when it tells you exactly what items you should be building and stuff. Honestly, it's fair to learn, just kind of experiment. It's kind of like chemistry. You got to learn some way, like, what things do in that. You just got to learn what works better for you, not what other people do.
Yeah.
Anybody coming into that without any reference point to Series A, you've just got to experiment and work out what works best for you. It's probably going to think we're talking about a different thing.
No, it just falls under basically everything. But yeah, that's all I can really say about the whole Hearthstone thing. And then we got Lewis in the chat saying, is that some kind of nerd game? Coming from the fucking weeb.
Aren't you a weeb too, Mogul?
No. Not as big of a weeb as Lewis is.
Well, I mean, Lewis is a weeb, TBH.
Yeah. I don't appreciate being slandered. Well, too bad.
Lewis? More like sewage.
Oh, that's dirty.
Nah, that's cool. I think he's funny.
Yeah. I don't know what else I could really say. People are bringing up Pokemon and shit.
Pokemon. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We're having some weird issue with Skype. Like, I typed in some messages and I'm having like this little spinning thing on Skype, but it's like...
Yeah, it's like a message delay and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is up with that.
Yeah.
Actually, let me try something real quick. Let me give you guys a quick prompt, and I'm going to try to fix something here. So, let's see. Do you guys think that Phil ever will play The Division? And if so, what do you think about his comments about The Division will be submitted by Ellie?
Watch. He's going to do a marathon for it.
I can believe that shit, that he'll put that shit behind a paywall. I can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Puts his fans behind a paywall too. And his views.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. But as far as Division goes, I don't know. He like shit on it, but hold on.
All right.
Sorry about that. My grandmother came in the room. Anyway, he took an opportunity to shit on team-based shooters and that, but I don't know if I could really consider. I don't know if I could really consider Division being like a team-based shooter, mostly just about like actually.
Oh, for sure it is.
It's like a strategy. It's like a tactical type of game, kind of like. Oh yeah, I guess you can call it a fucking team-based shooter. What am I saying?
Definitely, definitely. It's
it's more.
It's
it definitely is
like
a tactical
Destiny,
game.
just with more content.
It's Earth Destiny it's third-person Earth Destiny.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get more team-based because they're saying raids are coming and things like that. And I mean, you got to look at it from Phil's perspective too. Of course, he's not going to have fun playing team-based shooters because he has no friends.
Right.
Yeah, but he took an opportunity to shit on that. But meanwhile, he said that he was going to play Overwatch, which also is a team-based shooter. So wherever he's getting this from, saying that it's like a fad and shit like that, just seems kind of fucking stupid to me.
Yeah.
I think that was a big. I think he dropped the ball on that. If he's desperately trying to get views and attention to his channel, The Division, one of the best-selling games, I believe Ubisoft is just rolling in cash right now. They're talking about how this is the fastest-selling game of their history, yada yada yada. This is a popular game. People want to see it, and
yeah, well, Rainbow Six isn't going to save them. So,
well, I think Phil, I was thinking about this after we talked about this the other night, and I was thinking about, like, where did this whole distaste for team-based shooters start with? And I think once we started talking about some this is how you don't play some stuff, I got curious about to see if there was a Borderlands 2 one. Because most people don't know, I was a huge Borderlands 2 player for a while. I mean, I played that game almost endlessly for like 2 years. And I started looking back on some of Phil's Borderlands stuff the other night, and it didn't do so well for him. And, obviously, one of the things I've brought up too is, with Destiny not doing so well for him, I think because some of these people that have gotten very popular, there's guys like on YouTube, and personal taste aside, these are just guys that I know that got popular off of Borderlands and Destiny. You got guys like Morning After Kill, Gathalion, Broman, Baru, some of these other guys that kind of, like, I don't want to say hit it big, but they can make a living off of their channels because of these games. I think, even though Phil claims he doesn't watch other YouTube channels and stuff like that, I think that I'm sure he knows that some of these people made something out of their channels because of games like this. And I think it stings him a little bit that his, just like when he played those games, they tanked. And I kind of feel like that's where this bitterness towards these team-based shooters and the shit talking is coming from, because he doesn't have a team of people that he can get together and do these co-op games like that with, because, I mean, you can play them solo, but like what injects a lot of fun into these games, the reason I played Destiny as long as I did was because a lot of my friends ended up picking it up, and it's fun with other people. Borderlands 2 is a fucking blast when you go into with a team of 4. And I can see how, if you're basing your entire existence off of how well a video game playthrough performs for you, and you don't have people to play these multiplayer games with, how you could be a bitter shit sack over the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I've played, like, honestly, the way he treats it is just absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know where he like, I don't know why he feels the need to take a shit on team-based shooters. It's just makes no sense. Doesn't, like, he has people that he could play with, but he's just too much of a bitch to actually fucking contact, I don't know, his fans or something to play with them. Maybe interacting with people would be a good start there for you, Phil.
He's too worried he'll get trolled, I think.
Well, that, and I think you got to put yourself in the mind of a madman to understand some of these trains of thoughts that he has. I think.
Now, I am a mad woman, but even his is too much for me.
I think in his mind, he's justifying him not playing it by talking this massive amount of shit on the game. Like,
he put it
like
upon
he's
himself.
convincing himself, right? Like he's convincing himself more than he's trying to convince the people that watch his videos why he's not playing the game.
The problem is, and this is kind of where I decide, like, this is kind of where the problem lies at hand. He has this reputation for being a complete and utter fucking douchebag towards other people in that. And people see him as an easy target to be made fun of and stuff, even when he does fan interactions and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, he's pretty much giving them these opportunities for people to make fun of him and that. Honestly, I can't blame the so-called trolls and stuff because he's really opening himself to this. If he hadn't been like bitching about it all the time, just like he does with his views, then he wouldn't be in this predicament. But it's his own damn fault.
And like games like that too. One of the things with games like The Division and Borderlands and Destiny and stuff like that, these team-based shooters, is you have to be able to. It helps if you have a consistent group of people to play with. And what I noticed during the Let's Endure of Destiny is there was always different people he was playing with. And the thing with games like that, one of the key factors to being good at the game and having success with the game, like playing it, not like views or anything like that, is when you play with a consistent group of people, you learn what each person in the group is good at and kind of weak at, and then everybody kind of adjusts their roles so you have this basically unstopping killing machine. The way I played Destiny with Fred and some of the other guys from the Destiny group, it was completely different than how I played Destiny with some of my other friends, just because of the way the strengths and weaknesses of each player played off of each other. And it doesn't fit his throw it in your console, turn it on, plow through it to get the playthrough done and get your views and call it a day. Those games, they just don't lend themselves to that type of video series.
It falls under the same line of what I do too. Like I have a friend that I play games with all the time, like even with Dota. He would see me as someone that's overly aggressive in the game. So what we do, and he meshes well with my play style, where we're both super aggressive and we end up winning our lanes most of the time. But that's kind of the thing about like team-based shooters and stuff. Like your team's got to mesh well with what you do, and communication is very important as well.
Right.
But Phil doesn't really have that. He lacks the ability to be able to communicate, and he lacks the ability to actually play any fucking games. So, as far as things go, you can't really expect too much from old Philly boy over here. So, that's pretty much it. That's all I could really say.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more I can add to that.
Yeah. What about everyone else? You guys have anything to say?
Nap.
About like the Division and all that?
No.
I'm still waiting for him to go back to Mario Maker. I can't, dude. No, like seriously, are you guys surprised that he stopped playing that shit? Cause I am. Like, I cannot believe it.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is the thing I noticed with Phil too. He doesn't really go back to playing like games he really likes. He says he really likes the game. And I don't see him going back to those games and actually like having fun with it. And I'm pretty sure when I see people stream, they'll go back and play the games that they really like, and that's kind of what they're known for. Phil doesn't seem to do that at all. He doesn't want to have fun with Mario Maker. He just likes to juggle between games and just get through them as fast as possible. That's kind of why I find his streams so hard, or just him in general, hard to watch. It's just because like he just doesn't have that one thing that he's known for. He's just known for being a complete and utter fucking douchebag.
He's known for whatever he thinks is going to get him to view. Oh, Heavy Rain, that's what I'm known for. Fallout 3, that's what I'm known. Oh, God.
Yeah. Honestly, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
He's known for being bad at Metal Gear.
You know what I'm surprised of? That Heavy Rain Remaster came out. I'm surprised he's not going to try to play that for views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says the reason why is because he already did the hits of the week, so he doesn't see the point of replaying that game.
And like that's the thing too.
Then what was the point of playing a bunch of other remasters? You replayed Dead Space, you replayed The Last of Us, you replayed a bunch of other games. Stop making bullshit excuses.
He replayed Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it was kind of funny seeing him play Mario Maker, just mostly because of the ridiculous shit people did, but it's always fun seeing people play that game, even with Phil, even though he's utterly shit at it. It's always fun to watch.
Yep.
And like the thing too is Street Fighter is his like comfort game, and he doesn't even go back to that. When was the last time he fucking streamed that?
Monday, I think.
Yeah, that was like a few days ago. I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me. I mean, his comfort game, he just refuses to play it. Seems a little weird to me.
No, he just wants to play it here and there and then rant on and on about how it's a broken piece of shit because every once in a while he has a connection issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think also with Street Fighter V, he realizes now he's playing it and he's not great at it. So he kind of doesn't want to just be the guy again who goes on matches and does terribly. And with that, I'm going to say a little bye to everybody. I realize I'm not at home at the moment. My audio quality is absolute shit. And I don't want to make it horrible for you guys to listen to. I'm here in spirit, though.
Thank you so much, Shannon.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry, hopefully I'll be back on another time, but yeah, I'll spare you guys my terrible audio here.
Yeah. It's good to have you around, though.
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Sheldon, we're always happy to have you on the podcast.
Yay! Just when my audio works, though, so Fred doesn't have to come find me Killbill style. Okay, guys.
Fred's a little bitch. He won't do anything.
Yeah, and that's why you keep crinkling your fucking mic. You're done, too.
I'm looking forward to
All right,
really
that's it. You both are done.
I'm looking forward to Fred in like the yellow jumpsuit with a sword. I want that fight. Anyway, I'm still here in spirit, everybody. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Shad. We appreciate it, and we will see you next time.
But yeah, as far as the Division goes, I don't see him meshing along with people he plays with.
No, and I think part of it, these team-based friend dealy, it's like they're very disinterested in his friends, because when Phil does get people onto his team and onto his stream and stuff like that, he tries to chum it up with them, right, and really show the world and stick it to the world that he's got friends. So it is interesting. It's definitely interesting to see that dynamic because, he really wants to, shove it in your face that he's got friends, but people aren't interested by his friends, and the people that he gets on, they're not entertaining to listen to, No offense to them. I mean, that's just, there's people that, people that come off well on stream and some people that don't, and I don't think a lot of people are too interested in hearing those people. So, yeah, I think that's the problem. I think that people tune in for Phil, people tune in for fails, and if you have a group of people that are dedicated to go revive him when he's down and, oh, Phil, you're so cool, and shit like that, it's not really all that interesting. You have to remember, a lot of Phil's audience, they tune in to watch him fuck up. They tune in to watch him yell and scream and complain. They might like him and they might advocate that he still stay around and stuff like that, but they ultimately, a lot of them do tune in to watch him fucking rage and fail and all that stuff.
And I'm one of those people. The only time I was even, dude, like when he was streaming his Hearthstone yesterday, that shit was so fucking boring. But the moment he started to rage and bitch and complain, that's when I was starting to enjoy that shit.
Right.
So that fucking says something right there.
Well, you can safely say we all watch him ironically, so, I mean,
That's true.
no doubt about that. Or, sorry, no doubt about that.
Damn.
Didn't he rage quit Hearthstone yesterday? Or a few days ago?
Supposedly. I don't know about that. That's what Dragon Killer says.
How does one rage quit a card game?
I don't fucking...
I will admit that I will tune into a playthrough if it's a game that I am very fond of or a game that I just know he's going to get fucking destroyed in. So I've been trying to catch some parts of Twilight Princess here and there, not because I know he's going to get destroyed, just because I want to see how bad he's going to do at a game that I hold very near and dear to my heart, but it's painful sometimes.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks the same way, especially because that's also another favorite game of mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to sit here and complain, oh, you're going to destroy it. He's ruining my childhood.
Right. It's just, it's like, I watch some of these parts and I'm like, how do you fuck that up so bad?
Well, to be honest, I did a playthrough of the game myself, and I did pretty bad, but mostly because I was doing it with 3 hearts. The whole playthrough. And that shit's hard. So... but yeah, as far as things go, I mean, like it's something I hold very dear in my heart too. It's actually one of my favorite games in the series. It's probably like up there with Wind Waker, and seeing him play those games really, it's kind of it makes me sad, especially because he does so poorly in them. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I can do that better in that, and just think he could have adapted to situation so much better than what he did originally.
I think you should Patreon fund a playthrough of Twilight Princess on Wii U with hero mode selected and the Ganon amiibo to further increase damage and do a 3
Fuck
heart
that,
run.
I'll just buy it myself. I do that shit for free. I don't know about playing the game again though. After that 3 heart run, that shit like pooped me out. It was like I honestly couldn't play that game again after all that. That shit took me so many re-recordings and shit. It was it was pretty brutal.
Honestly, I have to admit, I was more a fan of Wind Waker than I was Twilight Princess.
Could you imagine Phil playing Wind Waker?
He did play it.
He did?
Yeah, he played Wind Waker HD.
He did?
Yeah, when it first came out.
Somebody's behind.
I don't pay attention to every single thing.
I haven't seen this. I haven't seen the playthrough myself, but I know he didn't.
Do I have to turn in my detractor card for that comment?
Yes, you do. Hand it over.
I don't stalk them 24/7.
Nope, you don't stalk them enough. How dare you? That's it. Hand it over.
It's in the mail.
All right.
Do I still get my check?
You didn't get a check to begin with.
I know.
Yeah, here's your check of fucking 50 cents. Now get out of here.
Oh, come on. Now, that's 50 cents more than what I usually get.
Your child labor.
Yours is 25 cents. Get the fuck out.
Are you kidding? We don't pay Fezzy. I mean, like, that's what cheap labor is.
Cheap labor.
I didn't agree to this.
You're making it sound worse than it already is. I hope you know that.
I'm still waiting for Fred to pay me.
That's not happening, man. I got the money all in the pocket. It's not coming out, and
Buying 30 pounds of gummy bears and
Tell you
cake my
something.
day up.
let me tell you, there's 30 pounds of gummy bears. Now we're gonna hash this out on the air, all right? Before we get back into this shit. How dare you derail me?
Can we also hash that on the air, the Dino Chicky Nuggies and
We
the
can
chocolate
hash
milk?
the both of those. All right, now listen, ladies and gentlemen. I am being accused of buying a 30-pound bag of gummy bears, so which is not true even in the slightest. I was at the Sam's Club, which is a fantastic place. If you haven't been there, shout out to Sam's Club for their low prices every day. But anyways, if you go there and you are impulse buying, it's a very you get yourself into trouble if you impulse buy, because if you're at a regular grocery store, you might, I'm going to buy a single serving of something. If you go to Sam's Club and you end up impulse buying, you end up buying 10 pounds of something or whatever else. I found a completely reasonably sized 3-pound bag of gummy bears. All right. To which I said, man, I haven't had gummy bears in years. Let me go ahead and let me get this bag of gummy bears. Now, which I made the mistake of telling these fuckheads that I bought a bag of gummy bears, to which they have made it a recurring joke that I have a 40-pound bag of gummy bears, which is without merit. So I just want to clear that up and clear my name for that specific instance, that I did not, and I repeat, did not have a 40-pound bag of gummy bears. I have not consumed 40 pounds of gummy bears in the entirety of my life. So that's first of all. The second thing, Kama wants to point to the dinosaur Chicky Nuggies. Now, first of all, the dinosaur-shaped Chicky Nuggies did not occur. Let me tell you what did occur, however. You see, Lipple and I go back and forth about several things. And one of these things was the fact that I was going to buy what I refer to as chicky fries. Now, if you would refer to them as chicken fries, that's completely your prerogative, but I like to refer to them as chicky fries. Or, in other cases, chicky nuggies. Okay? So if you had chicky nuggies, no. So, chicky fries are fantastic, right? All right. I joked around with Lipple and said that I was going to get some dinosaur-shaped chicky nuggies, to which he had an aneurysm, a conniption fit, a meltdown, a blow-up, an altercation.
Mind you, it was also 2 o'clock in the morning.
It was also 2 o'clock. He was just about to head to sleep and come in his pants to Nico Knee. All right?
Yeah.
Now, he now is mad about the dinosaur-shaped chicky nuggies. The dino nuggies, as we'll call them. The dino nuggies did not happen. The chicky fries did happen, but the dino nuggies did not happen. He's mad about it. He's law butter, salty, and forlorn that the dino nuggies did not happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to clear that up for you guys, I know that Lipple's not here right now to be able to defend himself, but that's just fine, because there is no defense that can be presented.
I still don't get how you can only eat half a pint of ice cream, though.
Now, again, to this, I would respond. All right. Now, I had a pint of Ben and Jerry's
How
ice
long are you
cream.
gonna keep damage controlling?
I had a pint of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I ate half of it. I put it back in the freezer, and then I ate the rest later.
My favorite still.
What's wrong with that? What do you got to eat the shit in one? It's a small container.
It's a small container.
A
Therefore,
small
you should have no trouble in eating it in one
Sure.
sitting.
Let me read this for you here. 280 calories times 4. 4 servings. This one pint of ice cream is 4 servings. All right?
That's nothing.
That's nothing. All right. 16 grams of fat times 4. 8 grams of saturated fat times 4. All right? I don't want to hear that shit.
If you don't eat it a lot, then yeah, you can have that in one sitting, no problem.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. This is incorrect. This is slanderous. And I ate it in 2 sittings, not just one, because I did not want to eat the whole pint in one sitting. So that's that. All right? So we're getting rid of this notion of the dino nuggies. All right? No dino nuggies. We're also getting rid of the 30-pound gummy bears. That's inaccurate. Matter of fact, man, you know what? I should have put some gummy bears in the Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That would have been fucking delicious.
Ew! Oh my god! Wow.
See?
It sounds garbage.
And you see how you can elicit a response from people?
Then you would have only had to been able to eat a quarter of a pint, so you don't exceed your caloric intake for the day.
Motherfucker, let me tell you something. All right? I just needed to separate the servings. That's all. I wanted I had 2 servings of the ice cream, then I had 2 more servings of the ice cream. What's wrong with that? No problem. So let's get that to bed, all right? If you don't like dino nuggies or whatever, fuck yourself. If you do like chicky fries, holla at your boy. You dig. All right. Now, all right, fine. What is that? Well, how do you pronounce that? Pasilatoro? Pasilatoro?
Yeah.
I fucking know. Pass wants us to answer his first question here. All right, he's in the chat to reinforce this notion. So here we go. Submitted by Pasilatoro, also present in the chat. Will Phil ever admit he is a cuck? Also, will he do reaction videos of Leanna cucking him?
What?
I don't think cucks actually admit that they're
I
cucks
can't.
in the first place.
I fucking can't. I'm out.
Somebody's gonna have to define that word for me.
I'm not doing it.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure there's
yeah,
somebody in the
right
chat
here.
will. So I'm waiting. Well, what the fuck?
That's
All right.
fucking weird.
Are we back on the air, like Moogle?
I hope so.
Oh, let's see. Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Whoa, Nomad.
Jesus.
Oh.
This is gonna go down in history as like the most fucked up episode.
What even
Five
happened?
all over again.
No, don't even compare it to episode 5. That was trash and a half. That was the worst piece of content on the internet.
This one can still be salvaged.
Yeah, this one can be salvaged. Episode 5 was a burning fucking trash. The worst.
We do not speak of that episode.
God,
Tom.
it was the worst.
This episode fucking sucks.
This episode
Everybody,
is
let's do over
ridiculous.
the very beginning. Let's reintroduce.
Yeah.
Let's reboot.
Let's just start
the
over.
podcast.
Yeah, let's just start
exactly.
over. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 72nd edition of the Sons of Kojima podcast. My name is Fred, and I'm being joined by motherfuckers. All right? There you go. Reset. Stuff with Puck, stuff with Chaff, stuff with Sammy Samosa, Phil stuff, yada, yada, yada. And now we're here.
To question what happened, why exactly did I get kicked out of the call?
I have no idea.
We all got fucked up.
Yep, everybody did.
I
Oh,
have no
okay.
idea. Can
That
people
was-
hear
that
us? Like, can people
Yeah,
hear us
yeah.
now? All right.
Yeah, people are just making, bad Fred muted jokes.
This episode was brought to you by Gummy Bears.
Terrible.
And Dino Chicken Nuggies.
I was friggin' talking with someone else, and then I come back and I'm out of the call. Like, what the fuck? That was really weird. Sorry about that, guys.
Anyway. moving
Anyway,
on.
so fuck you if you don't like the Dino Nuggies. Yeah. Oh, Phil being a cuck. So Pass wants his answer so badly. If Phil is a cuck. So go ahead, guys. And he highlighted the word cuck in the Google Doc. It's pretty good. Cuck is highlighted. So all right, go ahead. Please have at it. Phil being a cuck or not.
Somebody has to define.
Like a cuck doesn't admit they're a cuck. That's the thing.
He's gonna be going to Cucky Cheeses.
Cuck 15?
I mean, let's face it. If what was said about low tier God and his girlfriend was true, I can see like Phil and Leanna being the same way.
No.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say to that, all right?
I'm actually afraid to look up the word cuck.
You should be.
Do you all not know what that
fucking
is?
Suck. I'm gonna look it
I
up.
know
What the
what
hell
it
is
is.
wrong with you guys?
I know what it is.
I don't know what that means. I'm gonna look it up right now because I don't even fucking know what that means. I
I
don't know
know
what
what it means. I'm not gonna say what it is.
It's short.
don't know what the
Basically,
fuck
it's
you
a
guys
word
talk
used to
about.
describe a guy that is sexually inadequate.
To make your spouse
And pretty much treated like a doormat by his freaking woman.
Where do you people come up with these stupid words? Seriously, you guys are so. Oh my god.
That's the end of
No,
it for you.
no fucking wonder the aliens don't visit us anymore. I think we're fucking stupid.
Yeah, because
Oh,
we use
fuck.
certain
Well,
words,
hey.
right?
Yo,
Well, hey,
fuck
blame
this.
Phil for that.
Yeah.
He's the one that's the cuck.
I
And
guess.
some typing. All right, so this is the background noise ahoy episode. Anyways, so yeah, so I would say that he maybe is, right? I mean, we don't have any evidence to say that he is, so all I can do is say maybe. I know the Lord Vash situation was pretty colorful, so that's good. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Let's find out.
I don't want to find out.
Give it time, and we'll maybe find out later. How about that? Okay. So there you go, Pass. And part 2, will he do a reactions video of Leanna cucking him? So, no,
What does that
No.
even mean?
no, he won't.
he-
he won't
he
do
will
that.
not.
Look it up, dude.
No, he would not. He would not do that. All right. All right.
I think he has some
He
form
should, actually.
of, I mean, it might net him. I don't even think it would net him some views. I don't think anybody would want to watch that.
No.
Phil reacts to Leanna Vash sex tape.
I don't
He
think.
should react to it, dude. He'll bring in the fucking dough.
I don't think that Machinima does contracts on Pornhub. Just saying.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cucking with the King.
Cucking with the king. That's not bad.
Poorly cucking with the king.
Poorly made. Poorly laid.
Poorly made.
Don't do that. You are the worst when you do it. All right.
Why?
Let's see. What else do we have?
Poorly laid.
Poorly laid. Yeah.
Damn.
Poorly laid.
Let's see. Submitted by 2D2 Will. DSP recently claimed that he makes the best reviews that nobody watches. Is it possible that his ego is increasing as his viewership decreases? 2D2 Will.
Get out of here.
The way he says it like that,
here.
the way he says it like that makes people not want to watch it now.
Get
Very.
out of here.
He's just being an asshole about it.
Get out of here. I don't know. I think it is. Oh, that's right. We have a guest caller. Let me set that up. Because I know you guys know what we're talking about.
Oh boy.
Let me get that popping. I guess we'll talk about that while we're here. So, before I get the guest caller, I just want to sort of corral us towards what we're talking about. If you guys did not know, we had a video that was made by a person named Alice Dela Cruz, and they made a SOK abridged. It was fantastic. This person, and we wanted to talk with this person about sort of how that was. So. Let me get this set up, and we'll get that popping. We thought that this was really great, and I'm gonna add this person into the group, and then we can add them into the call. Fahlse, are you ready for the call?
Yes, I am.
And we're ringing. And we are connected. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now connected with our new friend, Alice Dela Cruz. Alice Dela Cruz, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very, very, very good.
So, we've seen some of your bridge videos before, but this one was just outstanding. This one was crazy. How long does this type of thing do to put together? Where was the inspiration at? Tell us how this even came to be.
Well, I noticed that there are a lot of parodies of DSP. I mean, a ton of them, like everything. Showing how you can't play games, etc. And of course, I made one too. And I noticed that there wasn't one thing. There wasn't an abridger for this type of thing. So I'm like, I want to do that. I want to abridge DSP, and people who detract DSP, so to speak. And well, the first one, I was like, well, let me just take the one where it's like, look at my skeletons, bitch, and do that. And after doing that, it just went from there with All Might 7, and then you guys followed suit right after that. Because I noticed that you guys had the 69 special, and I was like, I'm going to do this for my 69th subscriber. So
Very nice.
That's clever.
Nice.
Very clever.
But before I did that, I did the Rap God abridged just because someone issued me a challenge saying, you can't do it, that's too fast. Well, I did that too. And so right after that, I got 2 more subscribers. Like, well, damn it, I guess it can't be for the 69th subscribers. So I just did it differently than that. So it was going to be longer. It was going to be like 5 minutes, but I couldn't find enough characters to fit your roles, because all the Sailor Moon stuff I had was either subtitled or poorly made. Sorry, had to do it, but not poorly made, but poorly quality. So yeah, it take about, let's see, it took about 5 days to make, roughly.
No way.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It took about 5 days to make, and bridging takes forever. A lot more than a This Is How You Don't Play. I'm sorry. Again, my This Is How You Don't Play don't compare to any of Evil AJ's. That's for sure. But it takes a lot longer than a This Is How You Don't Play. And I'm actually wanting to do this is to make a This Is How You Don't Play abridged variant. And that will take forever, but I will be glad to do it as soon as I can find a good game to do that with.
Now, I have a suggestion. Now, this you don't have to do it. I don't want to put any pressure on you, but
Oh, definitely.
you should do Sammy Samosa abridged.
I want to do that. I had that idea. I had that idea, and I'm like, because I found Foxy, and Foxy's personality fits Sammy so well, or his look fits Sammy so well, which is the guy you see in that video. He fits him so well, and I was actually wanting to do that. But I thought, well, let's just do the SOK bridge first, and then I'll decide later on either This Is How You Don't Play or a Sammy Samosa abridged. So yeah.
Oh man, I loved it when you made Sammy Samosa Foxy from One Piece. That was like the best part of the video to me.
Because the
I'm
moment,
doing
It
good,
was so
Freddy.
fitting. It looks just like I would imagine him to be.
yes.
I was
See-
laughing so fucking hard at that.
That video was amazing.
Thank you. That's. I'm glad that I actually made people laugh. That's all I care about. I just cared about making people laugh. I didn't expect to get you guys to notice it. I really didn't. I didn't do this to get views, right? I really didn't. I just did it just because I thought it was funny as hell. Because like I had 69 subscribers. Like, well, I have a bunch of detractors. Let me see if they'll actually recognize this Sons of Kojima, which I know they would. But still, let's just see if they recognize it. And lo and behold, they certainly did.
Well, you see, the thing is, I don't have time to watch a 4-hour abridging of myself. Let's just shoot the shit and make it more like 4 minutes.
It's actually funny. The way that I found out about this, I have my DMs open. So I had a person by the name of Ship It 101. Not sure if you know who that is.
Yeah, I do.
Ship It 101 actually sent it to me, and I checked it out, and I just like to see it the first time, right? Like with no heads up of what it's gonna be. Just hey, you should check this out. And I'm looking at it, and like. There's such good little touches. Like I like when Lupo goes to say something and she like leans in and shit, makes a different face and stuff. It's all just so fucking perfect. I love it. AJ as the cat with that cool look on his face when he's asking people to 69 with him and shit. It's so good. Like you don't understand how awesome that was to see. I wish that we could. I don't know if it would be good to like play it like InstaSync or something like that.
Oh, that's fine. If you want to, you certainly can.
I just don't know if it would come off with like a good balance and stuff of the audio.
If it doesn't, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine. I did it to where like there is a little bit of delay. So if we were to do it, like say if you did like download it or like try to like react to it, it would sync up just fine.
You guys want to watch it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let me set up my InstaSync.
The following
and
is a
we'll watch it.
non-profit fan.
I love this video.
This is really, I love it. I really love this video. Let me set up the InstaSync. But so, what was it about? Is it just you saw the opportunity to do it and you just picked a recent episode? Did you think that episode specifically had stuff like what is the process to go through an abridge? Tell us like how you pick something to abridge.
Well, what you do, you pick out the thing that either, let's see, people notice a lot, like the 69th episode. Like, that's something that, like, everyone liked. And same with the 50th episode. I picked the 69th and the 50th for the debate. And that's just something that everyone liked. Something that had iconic moments. That's why Team Fortress did DBZ. DBZ is one big iconic moment in anime history. That's why they did that. So, that's why I did the 69th and 50th as well as the Let's Endure. Because at the very end, there's the Let's Endure part of Sammy Samosa as well. But I picked those 3 specifically for that, and that's the best way to do it. And then I decided to do Sailor Moon because there's a total. I want to say offhand roughly about 8 to 9 of you, and there's 9 sailors. So I was like, okay, I can put them all in this intro most likely. But then I was like, crap, I don't have good quality on a lot of these Sailor Moon videos. So I did what I could, and even had to redraw lip flaps. It was a bit of a mess because sometimes the lip flaps didn't come out; they were too blurred, so I had to redraw them. Yeah, you can even tell that there's some of them were redrawn a little bit.
I had no idea that there was so much involved in that. Like, that's really cool. That's why just knowing now, like we really appreciate the time and effort you took to do this. I mean, this is really really cool. We were blown away by this.
Well, I certainly thank you for it. Like, I'm even thanking you for even letting me be on here to begin with.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, this project, I was like, well, what should I do next? Should I do SoK? This is how you don't play, or another DSP abridged? And I was like, well, let me just do SoK because I've touched on every single, like All Might 7 twice plus DSP. So let me just go and do SoK and see how that goes. And I decided to make it the longest one because there are so many of you. I decided to make the longest one, and I apologize, Moogle, for not getting you in. I apologize.
It's all good.
I apologize to the people that didn't get in. I really do, because I try to get everyone in. I was going to put someone as Tuxedo Mask, but then I was like, well, I wanted to keep the girl theme between all of you. And I was going to put Alice, the other Alice, as Tuxedo Man, just to keep the gender swap thing going on. And Oh yeah, one more thing. If Alice is watching this, I apologize for this, but everyone who comes to my channel thinks that I'm her. So let me be clear, I'm not her. I'm completely different. But I do apologize for making people think that I am her to begin with. That name came from Alice in Wonderland. Like, this is before I even knew about SOK. So yeah, I just want to get that out there as well.
So let's go ahead. Do we all have the instant sync link? Let's watch this thing. Let's do this.
Yep, I have it.
Does anyone not have the?
Yeah.
Does anyone not here?
I got it open.
I see 7 people here. Is there anyone that's not here? All right, fair enough. All right, Mughal, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Perry, SoKast, and or Sons of Kojima content are all
Content.
owned by their respective channel holders. Please support their official release.
Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 69th episode of the SoKast. My name is Loophole.
Wow.
I'm here with a bunch of mentally ill motherfuckers today. And let's start by naming them off. First off, we have Mr. Naughty Nomad 510. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. What's going on, everyone?
Next up, we have Mr. Comrade Subu.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Great.
Volume, Mughal.
Next up, we have the creator
Turn it up.
of This Is How You Don't Play's Evil AJ 2010.
Anybody want to 69 with me?
There you go. Next time he's playing Street Fighter 5, say, hey AJ, you want to play some Street Fucker 5? $5 for Street Fucker 5.
I'll be honest, I didn't know who was saying what in these parts,
Next up, we have the
but I did the best I
mascot,
could to
Freddy,
to figure it out.
Get some underwear.
Wow.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, come on.
That is beautiful.
I am being joined by a very special guest.
You don't want the other way
Much anticipated Sammy Samosa. Mr. Sammy, how are you doing tonight?
Oh my.
I do like that Fazzy was made freaking Chibi Moon. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
The
you're welcome.
thing is,
Because Freddy,
I
because
actually don't
Fred
have
is
time
Sailor Moon, and and Freddy is Chibi Moon. So
I think the most immediate thing he needs to work on is probably a treadmill or maybe a crash diet.
the problem.
I don't have time for a 4-hour Davy back fight.
So yeah, that is just so good, and yeah, we had no idea, the amount of effort that goes into it. That's it's so incredible. I really enjoy that a lot. Like seeing it for the first. A lot of people now are seeing it for the first time. Like it's really cool to see. Like the oh man, I can't even describe it. It's really fucking cool.
It takes a while, but whenever you get it done, it's worth it. My roommate, he's watching me do this, and he goes, why do you put so much effort into like doing the little things? Well, the little parts are what people appreciate. So that's why I like had to hand draw some of them, because if I didn't, they would look real blurry, and some of them were like really, really blurry. So it was a lot of effort, and I loved every bit of it.
So, you mentioned doing This Is How You Don't Plays and stuff like that. How did you find out about Phil? We always ask people when they come on here, how'd you stumble upon Phil? How did you find Phil?
You're not going to believe this. This is true. I swear. I had gotten the HD collection of Metal Gear Solid finally, and I had looked up this one part. I can never figure out how to do it. It was the sorrow part. For whatever reason, I forgot how to do it, and where you keep dying and whatnot. But I looked at the sorrow part, and lo and behold, I find Phil, and I watched through his entire. Yes, I did this. His entire thing of Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm like, this guy's actually pretty cool, because he's and I became a little bit of a fan of him, like for quite some time, and then I listened to Almighty Tevin, and then I'm like, oh my god, he's really doing that. Then I found you guys right after, immediately, because he had a video that he started with you guys, and I'm like, okay, that's funny, that's really cool. And like, so this is how you don't play. Okay, so I look at This Is How You Don't Play, and I had been advertised This Is How You Don't Play before, but I had no idea that they were for Dark Side Phil. My first one was, of course, Metal Gear Solid 3, and it was like, yeah, I have to do one of these eventually. As soon as I get a good rig, I will definitely start making this stuff. And yeah, my first one was the Rise of the Tomb Raider. Self-plug, didn't mean to do that, but my first one was Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I think it's okay. I mean, I didn't do it for views. I just like it because I like the game. So yeah, that's how I found out about Phil.
Awesome. So yeah, man. Like I said, I just it's always cool to meet new people and just to see like how they stumble upon this kind of stuff because yeah, at the end of the day, I think people find that they have all sorts of different common interests and stuff like that, but they find each other one way or another through Phil, and you go from there. But yeah.
But I have to say this: you guys are really down to earth, and I totally appreciate you even having me on the show to begin with. And I'm glad you liked the video. I literally had no idea you guys would even see it. I swear, and I'm really glad you like it.
Actually, to be honest, I'd totally watch more SoK Bridge.
I actually wanted to do this. This is something else I wanted to do, but I knew I couldn't do it. I was wanting to do an entire Let's Endure like that, but I knew I was not going to get anywhere with it. I knew I wasn't because I would not have found enough people or enough characters from anime in order to make sense of it. Because I normally go for like the same series. I don't normally differ into other series except for the second abridged video I did for DSP and Tevin. That was an exception because I didn't have another character to fit Tevin's role. So that was the best thing that I could do on that video. But yeah, I definitely want to make more, and I'm definitely going to make more. I think I'll do Sammy Samosa abridged. I think I will do that.
I was just thinking the first thing that came to mind if you were going to do an SoK one, you needed like a bunch of different characters. I have some, and some people are going to kill me for this, but
oh no, are you doing what I think you're doing? God damn it!
Labu Laivu.
I fucking hate you.
No. Only if Fred's Nico.
No. Nah, that's got to be. Well, who would be Nico? That'd be AJ. AJ would be Nico.
Actually, really, Maki's personality would fit AJ more than Nico.
Nah.
To be fair.
Nah, you can't take Maki. That's my sarcastic waifu. How dare you? Oh, look, this is what Lewis has been waiting his whole life for. Look at Lewis. Lewis is so happy we're talking about Love Live on the SoKast.
Lewis is going to put out
whatever.
This is
just so long as I'm the bitch that's in my profile picture.
This is a dream come true for Flameclaw and for Lewis.
Oh no, it's a dream for Nico too. It's a dream for Nico too. She gets to see her man.
Look at that. That is incredible. But anyways, yeah, that's someone with a lot of characters. But yeah, I think a lot of people, were sort of surprised to see such a fucking ridiculous video. I mean, to represent us as Sailor Moon characters is pretty fucking pretty cool. And yeah, you got it all. Like I said, it all comes back to what is it? Ship It 101. Like I said, he reached out to me on Twitter and showed me the video. So special shout out to Ship It 101.
Yeah, Ship It 101. He's a streamer on Twitch, and I go to his streams a lot, as well as he goes to mine as well. And yeah, I mean, I had no idea he sent that. That's fantastic. I did not know he sent that to you.
Yep. So, anything else? Anybody else have anything to chime in about the SoK abridged?
Someone suggested that the chef should be awesome one.
Oh yeah, husbando. Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, if I think about it, if you did do the Sammy Samosa abridged thing, you probably could do like an episode of the Davey Backfight in One Piece and just do like a whole episode of that.
I was thinking about doing when I was doing the one to do Sammy Samosa abridged, it was going to be entirely like Foxy either getting his ass whooped or something thereof of him like either rambling on, as Sammy does. and that stuff happening. And Facebook is going up. I don't know why. But yeah, that's what I was planning on doing with Sammy, if anything.
Love it.
You should be Hanoka.
Nah, I don't want to be Hanukkah. Nah.
Then when you
I
eat too
see
many
what
gummy-
I see
then when
what you guys
eat
are
too many
doing
gummy
in the
bears,
chat.
Then you got to do the
Nah, I
exercise.
see what you guys are doing in the chat. This is bullshit and slander. Nah, I see what's going on in the chat. Nah, it ain't gonna happen like that. Maki Master Race, you dig?
Can I throw in a suggestion?
Sure.
Fred can be Umaru-chan.
God damn it!
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
Okay, now what is the series called again?
Nah. We gotta cut it short. Thank you, Alice, for coming. We appreciate it. No, we cannot. Nah, no way. That's not. No. So before we get into more trouble, Alice Dela Cruz, would you like to plug anything? Would you like to let people know how they can find you, where they can find more outstanding abridged series? This is how you don't play. Is all those shenanigans. Where can people find you?
They can find it at Alice Dela Cruz Gaming, and they can also find my friends. His name is Nanashi Kokoro. He's on YouTube as well. He does deck profile videos for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I do deck profiles as well. So yeah, that's where you can find both of us.
And finally, do you have anything, any ideas that you have, anything for people to look forward to?
Yes, you can definitely look forward to Sammy Samosa Abridged.
Oh shit! Official here,
official,
ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
Wow.
You can. I was not going to say it, but yeah, I'm going to say it. It's only here. Yeah, look for Sammy Samosa Abridged because that's definitely going to happen.
Well, thank you so much for giving us some of your time here. Again, like this was just a genuine surprise, and it just it was like an awesome thing to find, and we all really, really enjoyed it. So again, finding out how much work you put into it, thank you so much for putting that together for us. It means a lot to see people enjoy stuff that we do and want to make something like this. So really, thank you so much. It was really cool of you to do that.
You are very, very welcome. And if you ever want to have me back on the show, I'm happy to oblige.
Well, before you go, the name of the
thank you very much. That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is Alice Dela Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Do not
Check
listen
it out
to
on
these fucking
Crunchyroll.
people. Do not listen to anything they have to say. I am going to remove that from the chat. Nah, that is...
Though I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything yet.
Didn't happen. So anyway, Nap. This is not Nap.
All butter.
Nap. Didn't happen. So thank you, Alice Dela Cruz, for your God damn it with the shit. I'm trying.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Spam the hitbox chat with it, not the Skype chat.
Oh geez, oh my goodness, my computer's lagging because of all the messages I'm getting.
So that was Alice Dela Cruz, ladies and gentlemen, who will definitely not listen to any of these fucking suggestions.
I will not. I'll be taking that.
We'll catch up with you another time, Alice. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
See you. You're welcome.
See you, buddy. All right, Alice Dela Cruz, ladies and gentlemen, and she's definitely not going to be. Alice is definitely not going to be doing the shit with the fucking whatever the name of that show is. Get out of here with the fucking bullshit. Nap.
I like how you're talking while pressing the fucking period button.
So, anyways.
Don't worry, Chad. You guys will thank me later.
Nah. Oh, everybody's getting banned. Nap. Everybody's getting banned now. Nip. That's what happens when you give me mod powers. I'm gonna program the bot. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go figure out how to tweak the bot, and I'm gonna put that whatever that show's called, which I won't say.
Jan.
Whatever it's called is a banned term. Nap. I hate you people so much.
But Fred,
all
it's the
of you.
greatest anime of all time. Jesus.
You probably think the best anime is that goddamn Kevin bullshit you drew.
You know what? That actually is better.
Kevin.
That actually is better. Thank you, Fred.
I hate this. This is not good. So this is what it feels like when I slander people? This is what this is like?
Yes.
Yes. Take that L.
Nah.
The L is yours.
Nah. Thank you guys for coming to the show. That's it.
I think we broke him.
I'm sorry.
Bullshit. Nah, fuck. Everyone. Oh, and Lipple's in the goddamn chat. Nap, that's not happening.
Get his ass in the car.
Nap, not Lipples. Naps. No Lipple.
Damn it, Fred.
God damn it. Hate all of you.
We're never gonna stop.
Every one of you.
It's never over, Fred.
Every one of you. Anyways, let's try to like get a couple more viewer submitteds in before we switch over for the Let's Endure. We still have to decide the second Let's Endure for tonight. The first one is going to be Uncharted. The second one, we're not sure of yet.
I'd say if Lupo's gonna be there, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, so it's Lupo's fault.
Oh, yeah.
If Lupo comes, Ratchet and Clank. If Lupo doesn't come, something else that is up to the chat. We'll figure it out. Anyways,
But
let's.
for what we know, sorry.
Yeah, you better be fucking sorry. Is there anything else that we need to cover in terms of Phil antics before we get out of here for tonight?
Wait, hold on.
Oh wait, what about his old forum posts?
Oh yeah. God, we keep delaying that. Okay. Sure. Let's Mr. Bagel, could you give us the link for that again, Mr. Fezzi?
Yes, I can.
This is something that had a little bit of momentum on Twitter. I believe the first person that started doing this was King of Meltdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Started posting these old Phil forum posts, and I thought it would be fun if we just sort of went through a couple of these, found the funny ones, and talked about these. So Fazzy made us a delectable playlist, image list, and we'll give you guys the link in the chat just in case you want to check these out later. Again, credit to Fazzy for putting these together as a compilation. But there's the link in the chat if you guys are so interested. This is a collection of all of the Phil forum posts. But I don't know. Let's kind of look through. If you guys want to find your favorites, we'll see what we got here. Let's read a couple of these, huh?
Right.
Some of these are really long, though. Wow, here's giant. Oh, here's a. Oh, okay. Let's read this one from Phil. These are all written by Phil, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay. All right. Let me read this in the voice of Phil. But I have never, ever, ever dressed up in cosplay, and I never will. I am a heterosexual, not some slimy fat fuck who smells like a sweaty nutsack and has pieces of old donuts stuck in his stubble of his beard. I'm not some cross-dressing closet case bisexual who thinks that it's okay to dress up as a female anime character as long as it's all in good fun. And one thing I'm definitely not is some moronic internet critic with a British accent who is so fucking stupid he can't even type a hate mail utilizing the skills of 4th grade spelling. You are, in your own words, extremely retarded. Wanker? Do you think I'm a wanker? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh, I know. It means I'm American and you're not. So I fucking own you. I wish I knew if you lived in Britain or Australia or one of those other asinine places so I could run up to your front door, kick it down, run up in your room, and shit right in your mouth. I've got a few Lincoln logs saved up for you, buddy, so come and get 'em while they're still hot. What the fuck took you so long to find my cosplay article anyway? It's been written since November, so that means it took you 1, 2, 5 months to fucking read it. Are you a bit slow? Congratulations, Nathan Cox. You've won the first ever TopHaters.com Sphincter of the Month award.
Wow.
Wow.
Talk about.
I was gonna say outside of the British thing, I think all that is accurate of Phil.
Jesus, man. That is
Jesus
ridiculous.
Christ.
I like how he says that he would never cosplay when he dressed up as a goddamn Ghostbuster character.
Yeah.
And
he
what
dressed
else?
up as Batman.
A fuck, What else
Did
did he
Batman?
dress up? A fucking
Gout
Ninja
Man.
Turtle. He dressed up as Santa Claus. Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Talk about
Didn't he just say anime shit, whatever? Anime chick?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I just want to know how many donut crumbs Phil's got in his fucking goatee.
Ooh, the goatee.
Way too many.
and talk about foreshadowing right there.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I thought that was pretty good. Mad about it. He's gonna go shit in somebody's mouth. He's saving, I guess he's saving turds, as he says. What is this? What is this? The Last Hurrah?
That's his final post from the ship.
From the shit.
Whatever the fuck that shit is called. I forget what it's called.
All right, Fazzy, why don't you read one of these? Give it your Phil voice.
Which one?
Let's see. Why don't you read the Last Hurrah?
Where's that one?
April 24,
okay.
2004.
All right, I see it. It was recently brought up in the ECC grudge match discussion thread on SRK, and rightly so, that I'm looking for recognition in all the wrong places. I've never placed in a major tournament, and that's what counts. This point is absolutely correct. I barely enter in tourneys. What can I say? I go to one maybe once every 2 to 3 months with little to no practice. I've pretty much been making money matches and using the tournament as a warm-up. If there were more tourneys in the Connecticut area and I didn't have to drive anywhere from 2 to 4 hours to get to one, okay, I would play more and place. Place what? I don't fucking know. But that's not the situation, okay? Unlike a lot of the kids who play Marvel, I have a busy life. I go to school full-time, graduating in May, and work 20 hours a week, okay? In between schoolwork. I play Marvel maybe 1 to 2 times a week if I get the chance. Against the same people over and over. Although I've never placed at a major tournament, I've beaten the best before, on both coasts, or gone pretty damn close. So has Kevin Smith from Connecticut, okay? I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're not going to see me winning tournaments, because I don't enter them, okay? I probably play the least out of all the top players on the East Coast. I don't have a place to play like Philly, CTF, or Florida. Where are the central arcades that people can play all the time, attend tourneys, and get good? I've gotten good by playing on shitty controls in Connecticut and attending a rare tourney here and there. I haven't been pissed off as much about not getting mentioned, okay? As much as seeing the guys like Infinite getting name drops all over the fucking place. There are people just as good or better who aren't getting mentioned, and it pisses me the fuck off. If I had a place like CTF in my backyard to play, and I had as much free time as these kids, I'd be raping people all over the place. But I just don't.
I think it continues on.
Ah, shit.
Is it more than that? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. There's one more.
Oh shit, there's a lot.
Yeah, I'll read it. Look, Street Fighter has always been my hobby. I've been playing since World Warrior, and I got into competitive scene with MVC1, Marvel vs. Capcom, I assume. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Street Fighter has always been a part of the recreational part of my life, okay? A way to have fun and blow off steam while meeting people from all walks of life, from all over the world, that I otherwise would not have met. Street Fighter has brought me a lot of joy, and I'm grateful, but that chapter of my life is coming to a close. As much as I want to say that I'll be playing Street Fighter forever, I know it's not true. It's already died in the form that I grew up with, arcades. They won't exist soon enough. Combine that with the fact that I'll be getting a job, a real 40 to 60 hours a week, Monday through Saturday job, after I graduate, coupled along with bills, my own car, my own place, and other shit that's been That's going to take up most of my time. And as much as I want to, I know there won't be room for Street Fighter in my life anymore, besides maybe attending ECC. It's going to be more reminiscing and chilling with old friends than anything else, okay? I know I've never placed in a tournament. You're preaching to the choir. I'm mad at myself for not having the discipline to do that. But other things have always come in the way. This year, for the first year ever, I honestly feel I can be considered top 10 Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the East Coast. I don't know why. It's probably because most of the stuff in the game has been found and gave me a chance to play catch-up with the rest of the players. But I feel I'm good enough. No bullshit, okay? I don't even know if I'm going to MWC or EVO as much as I'd like to. Most likely my job will conflict with that. The top haters are going to fade away into nothing. There won't be time to maintain the site anymore, to stir up controversy, to be one of the few voices to speak out against the majority of the Street Fighter Authority. Someone else is going to have to pick up the reins, okay? Come ECC, it's all going to be different. It's not going to just be another tourney for me to fuck around at and lose. It's not going to be the time to make excuses and complain about controls. It's not going to be the time to back down and get tired and quit and lose and give up. It's going to be time to put up or shut up. And if you know me, you know I don't shut up much. I'm going to play my hardest, use all of this hate to fuel me, and prove to the community that I grew up with and hopefully helped build that anyone can do anything to overcome everything if they have enough determination and heart to do it. In short, you're not going to see DSP or Phil Burnell or the King of Hate or Darkside Phil or Woe Moses or the guy that got punked by Jaha or what? Or Monkey Spank or anything else at ECC. You're going to see the most determined player you've ever met. Don't take me lightly anymore. I'm not a one-time wonder or a cable whore anymore. I'm just a man, a player giving everything he's got to win. For most of the East Coast, it will probably be the last time you'll ever see me in a tournament. As much as I want to say no, I don't accept this. I really do. This is going to be it for me. Unless by some miracle, I get to show up at MWC or at EVO, which I would love. Well, chances are, ECC is the last hurrah. I'm hungry. Hungrier than ever before. And at ECC, I'm going to fuck you up. I wouldn't know a better way to say goodbye.
Sometimes I'm thinking you're making this shit up, but it's Phil we're talking about, so I'm like, I just roll with it. Because, holy fuck, he goes on forever in those forum posts. Jesus Christ.
All I got from that is that we should not take him for granted.
It makes me more motivated to work.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, shoes. Oh, pancakes, right, AJ?
Jesus
Shut up.
Christ.
Oh, pancakes. Well, this, Jesus Christ. Again, we gave the Imgur album that was created by the fantastic Freddy Fazfuck. So, what does that say? Fred, the last post. The last one. What's the last one? Oh, there's one more? Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, no, there isn't. They want us to read the last post that he made?
I thought that was it right there.
Yeah, that was.
The one about the Finding Nemo one. That's what the chat's saying.
That's not. Is that the last one? Let me see.
Yeah, that's the last one on there. I'll do it.
All right, do it quickly.
All right. Finding Nemo. This was another one a lot of people tend to either love or hate. Maybe it's because I'm sick of the standard make you feel Pixar fare of movies. Maybe I'm just not impressed with the animation anymore. Maybe I think Ellen DeGeneres has the most annoying lesbo voice on the planet. Or maybe it was my drunken mother drooling and snoring next to me in the theater. But I just didn't get what everyone else seemed to get out of Finding Nemo. Don't get me wrong, the characters in the movie are fantastic. The 10-step program sharks and the hippie sea turtle are my faves. But maybe I'm just tired of having artificial concern and emotion forced down my throat. So Nemo's mother got eaten when he was a baby. So what? Bad stuff happens to everyone, and I just didn't feel for him or his Woody Allen wannabe dad. Maybe I just don't have the respect for overprotective parents who are cowards themselves. I don't know. One of the best, but sadly I didn't enjoy it much.
Jeez.
So he went to see Finding Nemo when he was 20 years old in theaters with his mom.
I don't know.
I don't even understand.
know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
And that's as good a time as any to wind down, to get out of here. This this was a podcast filled of technical issues and shit. So thank you guys very much for dealing with all of those. We'll get them all ironed out. We're constantly growing and improving. So please be nice in the comment section.
Be gentle.
We're trying our best. But yeah, I mean, let us know. If there's anything we can work on. But anyways, we did our damnedest to make this one good for you guys.
I like to say I apologize for my mic quality and for not muting myself. That I should have known better doing that, and I won't let that happen again because I'm probably not going to be back for a while again because this is my spring break and I go back to school next week, so might be a while until you see me again, probably till summer break.
Ooh.
Who knows? But other than that, sorry about the whole not muting myself thing, and it won't happen again, or we don't know if it's going to happen again.
Well, we're still going to square up after the episode's done. But yeah, Torres. By the way, while we got you, Torres, about that drawing, man, big props on that. It's fantastic as always. Some new characters. We got Ghost Dragon and Cyber. So some new characters in the picture. It's fucking tastic. And
I may eventually add 2 more people, but for right now, that's how it is.
That'll be a mystery, huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit. And but yeah, man, that was a really good job with the drawing, man. We always appreciate those.
Thank you, Freddie.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So, all right, let's wind down. Is there anything else we need to cover before we can get out of here for tonight in this episode of the 7-second edition of the podcast?
Nah.
All right, Mr. Kamasubu. Your
You can
particular.
find me on Twitter at Kamasubu, and sometimes I upload videos to my YouTube channel, which is also Kamasubu. So yeah, come check me out. Come talk if you want. I'm cool.
Mr. Nomad.
Twitter's at the Dark Lurker, and that's it.
Mr. Ghost Dragon.
You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at GhostDragon1182, and I very much am looking forward to the Fred Fucks abridged Umar video.
We didn't hear you. Freddy Festfuck.
All right, my Twitter is at TTSBB1, my YouTube is at Freddy Fastfuck, and my Twitch is also at TTSBB1, where I will be streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of Ratchet and Clank. And also, I can't wait for Fred to be abridged by
And then Mr. Torres.
You can find me at Twitter at AnimeArtist500, and that's pretty much it. I have not posted anything in my YouTube channel, so there's no point of plugging that.
Perfecto. The streaming extraordinaire, Mr. Bagel.
You can find me on YouTube under Moogle Master 102, where I do Let's Plays and all sorts of other random videos. You can find me on Twitch under Moogle Master 102, and you can find me on Twitter under Moogle Senpai.
Mr. Evil AJ 2010.
You can find me on Twitter at EvilAJ2010, and I cannot wait for Fred to cosplay
And you can find me on Twitter at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Don't Prepare a Video Where I Am That Unspecified Character That Definitely Won't Happen. You can also find me on YouTube. Fred Fucks, into the search bar. You'll find 2 channels, one of an animated variety avatar, one that is not so animated. The one that is animated is the one that will have content on it sooner or later. You can also find us on the Sons of Kojima channel, which, We're going to get that figured out very soon. So this episode will probably be put somewhere. I'm not sure where we're going to put this episode in the meantime. But rest assured, we will then put it on the Sons of Kojima channel after the ridiculous strike from Mr. Puck 015 gets sorted out. Happy birthday again, Mr. Puck. Thank you very much for showing everybody how much of an idiot you are. In addition, you can find us, if you're on YouTube somehow, if you're listening to this archive, you can find us live every Thursday, 7 p.m. at, and that's the Eastern time zone, by the way, the one true time zone. You can find us at hitbox.tv/Sons of Kojima, and you can come join the stream chat. You know, it's a delightful group of people there. And that about does it. Thank you very much to Shad for dropping by, even though she had to do a little bit of a makeshift setup just so that she can come in with us. Thank you very much, Alice Dela Cruz Gaming, for the abridged video, which was fantastic. This person also makes fantastic This Is How You Don't Play Is on the Sword, so thank you very much. And thank you. Thank you very much for showing up to the stream like always. Thank you for those on YouTube for watching the archive as always. I'm so happy that we have such a great group of people around us, and just want to say last of all that it's very easy to focus on the negative, right? To see small instances of negativity, of discontent, and think that somehow is a bigger issue than it is. I like to keep things in perspective. We're doing great as a community. We're doing great as a group of friends. Everything is as it should be. And small things do not outweigh the big things. Thank you guys very much. We love you. Go fuck yourselves. Good night.
Okay, Fred, put on this Immortan costume.
Fred's gonna
cosplay.
This is how you don't pussy out.
I can't wait till Fred cosplay as Maruchan.
Maruchan's the best anime.